Hey guys, it's your girl Tara Crush back with another review, and this time it is for 90 Day Fiancé on TLC. If you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button. We do appreciate you, but I'm gonna get right into this review because there's a few little things I need to cover. So we're gonna start with Emily and Kobe. Now, Emily's the one lives in Kansas. Kobe is from the Cameroon. Big, dark chocolate, sexy mans. Well, she's met with her friends and she's let them know just how nervous she is about meeting up with Kobe because it's been 2 years since they've seen each other and she's had a whole baby. And listen, she ain't lost none of her baby weight. She's still breastfeeding, but she's still that big. I don't understand. Yes, that was a body shame moment. I'm sorry, but how you just gonna try to rush and lose weight within? She said if I could have stayed on the treadmill for 4 hours, I would have. Honey, you wouldn't have lost nothing but 32 ounces. Maybe. What is 4 hours on the treadmill gonna do, ma'am? It's been 2 years. You have just basically been eating. And what is this? What is this? You know, this I'm gonna eat with 2 little fingers. No, honey. Because if you really ate with your fingers out, you'd be holding glasses with your fingers out, but you don't, do ya? But I just can't stand it with some women. They be like, yeah. And then, girl, this how you want to do, like it's. That's the way I eat. Us big girls got to just eat, honey. I don't know what all this little. I don't know, the mouse eating, I'm not with it. And you ain't fooling nobody because we know you don't eat like that when the cameras ain't rolling. I'm just saying. Just be yourself, honey. But I thought it was kind of weird that she decided that she was going to stop this man from seeing his son, you know, for a night because she wants to go have sex with him in the hotel. Girl, if you was really concerned with what y'all sex life was going to be about, you had a couple of years to get your life together for him to be able to come into your home and not your parents' home. So how you just going to assume that he's going to be okay with, you know, bypassing his son for a whole night just to have sex with you? I'm sorry, but he ain't met his son. You are very selfish for that. And I don't know if he's going to go for it or not, but I feel like you are very super selfish for that. And you could have easily asked your parents, can y'all keep the baby while we go to a hotel? You know, after a week or so of y'all being in the home, why did y'all have to go that night? That's the only chance. What makes you think that? Your friends wouldn't have kept the baby? Come on, man. That's BS. You just being a horny toad. And I'm sorry, but the look on her face when he said she's gained some weight... I said, you couldn't have been my fiance talking about she's gained some weight, but I love her anyway. It doesn't matter how she looks. Oh, yes, it does, because you're going to find you a skinny white girl in Kansas somewhere, I'm telling you. They love the Africans in Kansas. They love the Africans in Kansas. This is what I know. My homegirl done lost 2 Africans to the women in Kansas, so I know. It's a real thing, so you will be just fine there, Kobe. And then I want to move on to Kara and Guiermo. Now, they are a few years apart. She calls herself a cougar. And I don't like that at all. I don't like the way, I don't know, it seems like she objectifies him. Y'all can tell me if y'all agree with that, but I didn't like it how his brothers was teasing him about him being young and then her doing this. Well, if you really felt like he was this, then why are you trying to marry him? Why are you trying to marry him? Like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And I don't know how it's going to really work out because right now she's just really treating him like an object, like he's the object of her affection. And I kind of feel like she's going to try to control him because he is a little bit younger than her and he's not from America. I feel like she's going to try to probably keep him in a box. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. So that's my prediction for them because, I mean, she lives in Charlottesville, Virginia. Let's just be honest. That's not the most friendly place for melanated people. It's not that so much is not. Like, I would never even want to visit Charlottesville. But that's just my opinion. I'm not saying anybody else has to adopt that. But, you know, it has this racist history. It has a higher hashtag. So, you know, I will never ever. And every time I mention Charlottesville, I'm going to mention her name. Say her name. Say her name. Okay, so moving right along. Jibri and Miona. Okay, so this is the worst. Like, I really feel like this relationship is dead on its face. I don't understand why he's even going through all of this. I don't understand why his pants were so tight. Like, if you can't bend over in the pants, then they too little. You need to wear something different. That just says something about your fashion. Because clearly you didn't gain that much weight, but you couldn't even squat down without your pants there. No. That means change your style, honey, because I don't like it anyway. She is not going to want to be with him in South Dakota. She just needed a ticket to America and she would find her a husband. It's not going to be him. She wants the Hollywood lifestyle. I don't feel like she loves him for him. And she's already said that if they don't move to LA, then she's going home. That's not love. You don't really love him. Because if you really loved him, it shouldn't really matter where y'all live as long as y'all live in decent and together. So I don't agree with that. I don't think she's for him at all. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But we're going to have to wait and see how it comes. And I thought he was pretty corny, trying to roll out the red carpet for her. He's like, this is as close as you're going to get to Hollywood. Go on and tell that girl you don't plan on moving there because you ain't never going to make enough money to live in Los Angeles. Because you left your man you hung him out to dry just to go spend time with her. And she's not even appreciative of I don't like that. So I'm going to move on to Eve and Muhammad. Now, Eve is the one that's twice Muhammad's age. And again, that's nasty. That's gross. That's grody. I think he's 25 and she's 48. That's nasty. And if it was the other way, if he was the man and she was the woman, I still say it's nasty. That's gross. But what's really gross to me is you took his virginity with your nasty old coochie. Your coochie almost a half a century old and you going to put it on this fresh young man with all of them nice abs that he got on his belly. Ooh, he look fine. But even I wouldn't put all of that on him. That's not fair to him. He deserves to have something young and tender, just as virgin as he is. And I don't know if virgin is his word, but I'm going to use that. He deserved a virgin as well, and they deserve to lose their virginities together. But no, this woman got a whole, disabled child at home. And then ain't nothing wrong with having a disabled child. I just feel like she got other things to be worried about than to be taking another young man into her home. Now, mind you, her fiance is closer to her son's age than he is to her age. By a lot. Because her son's 10. And he's, 25? So that's 15 years. But they're 23 years. So that's gross. And I don't like her sharing so much of their sex life with her friends. But her friends were right. That's not love because she's already taking clothes out of her closet that she feels like he's not going to like. She said that they had a big rift because she wore a bikini. A bikini? This is America, honey. You do not live in the Middle East, honey. No more in Egypt. You definitely gonna have to adopt to American ways. And I don't understand why she's trying to dumb herself down for you. You are half her age. And there's no... Her better than me. Her better than me. But her friends were right. That's infatuation. That's not love. Because love does not require you to change yourself to be with somebody else. Either they're going to accept you for whom you are, or they're not the one for you. But her changing all of this about, like, I can't wear my arms or my legs out. Girl, what you gonna do in the summertime? You are not built to have all that heat on. Girl, you gonna die trying to make this young man happy. Just because he look good? No, I don't know. I really don't want that marriage to go through because I don't feel like it's fair. I don't feel like she's the right one for him. I just don't. I feel like she's too old for him. And she's already got her own life going on. And he needs to find somebody younger that has more in common than with him. Like maybe a young Egyptian girl. Maybe he can find one of those. I don't know. But I don't like that at all. And if his parents didn't like it, I wouldn't blame them for not liking it either. Because he's way too young. I have a 24-year-old that'll be 25. And I would be so mad if he was dating somebody older than me. I would be so angry. So now I'm going to go on to my favorite couple, Bilal and Shaeeda. Now, she was getting on my nerves. Was she getting on your nerves too? Oh, she was absolutely getting on my nerves. She was not trying to listen to nothing. She did not like the van. She made him feel like he was nothing. She said, I feel like he deceived me. This house is just, ugh. It needs a lot of work. Oh, the ceiling looks like it's going to come in on us. Ugh. Oh, my goodness. I just feel like, I don't know, when he was in Trinidad with me, it just seemed like he had the stuff put together well. He had Louis Vuitton luggage. He had nice watches. And he's just not the man I thought he was. What do you mean? You thought he was rich? Say it louder. You thought he had a bunch of money? You think because somebody is touting Louis Vuitton luggage, they have a lot of money? You girl, you better welcome to America where they will spend their last on Louis Vuitton luggage just to look like they got some money, just to hook a woman like you. So now what? Like, how you gonna, girl, the way she was treating him at his childhood home, like, honey, that's his childhood home. He grew up there. Now, I am so with her on the fact that he is dead wrong for trying to, you know, force her to accept him in shambles. Like, I am all for a woman not having to scrape the bottom of the barrel for a man. And if those were his conditions, she might be considering herself scraping the bottom of the barrel. But, and I don't like those type of tests. It's like, you shouldn't expect her to want to accept that. But the way she went about it made it seem like it didn't matter that they were together. She didn't like the house. Now, she did say she would stay there for 90 days if she had to tough it out. But she feels like they started from scratch, and that's not the impression that she got. Plus, she mentioned the fact that she knows he flips houses, and she knows that there should be more than this. Like, this doesn't look like that type of lifestyle because they make a lot of money, and this doesn't look like that. So, for him, like, I don't... I just feel like there's no way around it. He has to have a prenup. There is no way for him to know what her intentions are based off of the way she's treated him coming to this house in the vehicle that they came in. I feel like she is definitely going to have he's going to have to give her a prenup, and she's going to have to accept it. And if she has a problem with that, then that tells him everything he needs to know. You don't need to marry her. Absolutely not. Absolutely not, because like I said, I don't like the way she came off. Like, ew, this is bad. This is a 2x4 house. It's a 2x4 house. What does that even mean? Now, I can understand the house needs work, but you have to understand, Miss Shaeeda, that you are literally downgrading his childhood home. That in and of itself is an insult. And if I was him, I wouldn't have you. I just wouldn't. But yeah, you noticed his luggage, you noticed his watches, and you thought that's what you was getting. So that is the makings of a gold digger. So he needs to be very careful moving forward with you. And if he asks you for that prenup, you better not say no. Because if you say no, then I'm going to call Bilal myself and say, Bilal, don't marry her. Do not marry her, Bilal. I'm definitely going to campaign against it, because I don't believe that she's the one for you. Because, again, it was just the way she reacted to everything. And I think that was very telling. And if she agrees to the prenup, I would say then go through with it. But make sure it doesn't sunset until, say, 10 years. She has to be married with you for 10 years before the prenup will go away. And I think that you'd be pretty secure with that, because if she isn't now, she would be in love with you by then. So that's all I have to say about them right now. And of the couples today, it looks like we get to see a few more couples actually link up next week. So I'm excited to see that. And we get to see the other couple come back that has already been on here a few times. And maybe see her get some wine thrown in her face, like, I want to practice that. Throw it. Just throw some wine in somebody's face. Just one time. But again, I do thank you all for watching. Again, if you have not, please hit my subscribe button. We are getting there slowly but surely. We are getting there. But I'm going to end the video right there, my loves. That is my $5.02. Peace.